Hey guys, it's Rush. Today I'm going to be showing you, this replay, man. This replay, I'm going to be showing you, okay. Hey guys, it's Rush. Today I'm going to be showing you this replay, man. This is a replay that I played on a couple days ago. I forget the date, but basically I just recently checked, and on WotReplays, this is the highest damage replay that's in the 62A that's been uploaded of the current patch. Like, period. This is the first place replay. And so I was pretty astonished to find that out, especially considering this has been played during the completely atrocious tier 10 games that have been, at least that I've experienced during the damn Progetto missions. So that's, yeah, this is the #1 replay on WotReplays as of whatever the current patch is. Now, we're on Abbey. It's a standard game. I'm going to try to explain my thought process. I'm going to try to tell you why what I did worked and how I made that work and so on and so forth. Generally, when I come into a tier 10 game like this, my mindset's like really abysmal, because what happens is these tier 10 games, any plays that are made are punished immediately. Tier 10 matchmaking is currently some of the worst that's really out of anything. Like an all tier 9 game, you can make plays. An all tier 8 game, you can make plays. Part of the problem with the all tier 10 games is like you make a play and then it's like a type 5 heavy pens you, or there's a Jagdpanzer E100 or an FV sitting at the back, or a Foch even. So, that's part of the problem with these tier 10 games. What I'm doing in this situation is I'm going to the 2 line. The reason I go to the 2 line on this map in a game like this is because you can take safe positions that allow you to get early shots on people who are playing aggressively. So, for example, if you play this line right here, you're able to look for shots on people like this bad shot. Now, I missed the shot on the bad shot, but something interesting happens. They have sent an IS-7 to the mid. Don't ask me why, but that's going to be important for the in the future of this game. But basically what's going to happen is I'm going to sit here for a bit, simply because, like I said, this is an all tier 10 game. If I were to make a play, I'd probably get screwed. So what I'm going to do is this is my aggressive nature sort of coming out. I'm conflicted. It's like I want to play aggressively, but the second I see a 57 heavy and an E5, I decide not to. What I notice instead, though, is instead of shooting at the mid, I can actually help out this 1 line. So taking a look at the map, it's like I wanted to play aggressively in such a way that I thought would be relatively safe. If we look at who's on the enemy flank right here, it's only a type 5, an E5, and a 57 heavy, and I'm pushing up with 3 tanks. So this is about a fair fight, and because I wanted to, I wanted to at least accomplish something, I'm able to take over and try to help out these guys who are pushing in. So there's a type 5 heavy. You're going to notice I'm going to bounce some shots that are kind of silly. That's because I'm getting used to having 150 ping or so on the EU server. What's going to happen is my team is going to push forwards, and then this is going to be perfect, because when the enemies are in this type of position right here, well, we can keep watching, but when the enemies are in a position like this, and you've got teammates on the 1 line and the 2 line who are pushing in, you kind of put them in a crossfire situation. So right here you can see I'm pushing in, and then we've got the 113, the IS-7, and hopefully the 215B, who will sort of be pincering these enemies right here, and that's what's going to allow us to kill them while they're in this location. Now there's that WZ. The WZ's kind of held down. Because I'm shooting heat, I'm able to pen him. That's just the nature of tier 10 games. It's like, obviously you're going to have to shoot a lot of heat. There's this E5 who YOLOs across into the open. I haven't taken a hit yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall back, because obviously I can engage 1 tank at a time. If I fall back, I can only focus on this E5, help out the IS-7 or whatever, and then once the E5 dies, I'll be able to start trying to do more damage, considering sharing my hit points and stuff like that. Now, the E5 is going to die in a sec here. I don't think... Do I get the kill here? Yeah, I end up getting the first kill of the game. The Grill is spamming the map. He's showing everyone how great of a player he is. Fucking idiot, dude. It's always the TD players who spam the map. He's also like the first guy to die. That's the way it is. But what's happened is that E5 has YOLO'd. There's this WZ who's a 1-shot. There's also this 57 heavy. And then there's this FV right here. Now, the problem with an FV in this type of location is that the FV has the capacity to do like 1,500 damage to me if he pens me. It's not like the 62A has great armor in all tier 10 games. So what's happening is like we're not engaging that FE whatsoever unless he's either A, reloading, or B, like not going to shoot at us, because it's not worth taking the hit. So what happens is the FV falls back, and that's going to create the opportunity for myself and this IS-7 to push. Now, while we're pushing, I had not noticed that the FV just fired. If you were paying attention, you would have noticed that. I was probably reading my map or something like that. And I'm driving into this FV, and the reason I'm able to shoot at him is not because I noticed that he'd fired, but if you look at him, where he's pointing his gun kind of hints at the fact that he's not loaded, right? Like, he's not stopped and fully aimed. Now he is, but beforehand he wasn't. And then the second he backs up, I'm able to put a shot to him, because that's going to ruin his bloom. And suddenly, like, the scores are actually kind of reasonable. Now, right here, I decide to make a play. I'm up at 4,700 damage or so. I know that they've got an IS-7, a Foch, and an Object 140 in the mid. And right now, I'm trying to guess as to what the enemy team will do. So what I decide is that I say it's really likely that probably the Object 140 would stay where he was to defend the base. But in my opinion, it's like, well, why don't these guys, how do I say it? It's not the right play, but it's a play that I kind of predicted. I was expecting the IS-7 and maybe the Foch to be flanking the 9 line. And you can see that's what the IS-7 is doing. I was also kind of like expecting them to get on cap, but flanking the 9 line seems to be a reasonable play to expect. It's not the right play for them to make, but it's something I called, so I decided to go back to base. Now there's this full HP Object 140 in front of me. Now this guy I was full HP as well, so it's a bit of a fair fight. He actually ended up calling me a hacker after this engagement right here, but what happens is I put shots into him, he puts shots into me. I'm going to track him right here. That wasn't on purpose, that's because of my ping. I missed my shot. I ended up tracking him, and right here what this bush is going to allow me to do is it's going to allow me to go unlit right here. I'm able to put the second tracking shot into him. He returns fire, he just tries to get that shot into me, and then I'm able to finish him off. And that was me killing a full HP Object 140 for the cost of like 700 or so HP. That's kind of like, how do I say it? The viewers, when I was live streaming, considered that to be a skill-based play. In my opinion, it was just sort of lucky the guy reacted the way he did. I would have lost more HP if he had drove into me and like YOLO'd me, but instead he fell back, and that's what allowed me to get hull down. That's what allowed me to outplay him, and just sort of, once I had realized my reload was once I had realized that I was able to shoot slightly before he'd be reloaded every single time, that's what gave me the advantage. So right now, we know the IS-7's flanking the 9 line. I expected him to be flanking the E4. I didn't really consider him to be a threat, even if he was on a high HP. What I wanted to do in this type of situation is I wanted to control the mid. The mid's really good on a map like this, and they had a Foch in here, so killing the Foch would have been really useful. But basically, what the mid allows you to do is it allows you to put shots onto the 9 line and then as well into the enemy base, and then you can also protect your base from the mid. So we're flanking this Foch right here. We're getting rid of him, and that's simply because we want to have control over the mid. And right here is where I make a play. This play would not have lost me the game, but it could have. You know, if I had been slightly less HP, if I had taken one extra hit from that 140, I could have lost the game. The question is, where's the Jagdpanzer 100 right now? Now, if you look at the map, he was last spotted at C8 or whatever. I would have expected the Jagdpanzer 100 to have continued to be at C8 to deal with that E4. Unfortunately, he had gone back to base and he was just sort of sitting in the middle of the open right there. And luckily he he didn't pen me or anything. His penetration would not have killed me and it would not have lost us the game. But if I had taken a single extra hit earlier on, that would have thrown the game right here. So, and what ends up happening is he doesn't pen me. I'm able to get the kill on the IS-7, and now we're in a situation where it's a 2 versus 4. The problem is they have a full HP Jagdpanzer E100, and if you look at all of our teammates, we're all one-shots, except for me, but it's like, really, we're all one-shots. If the E100 beats this IS-7, that's even worse. So what's going to happen is I'm going to try to sort of bush mechanic this Jagdpanzer E100. That one bounces his side. Generally, if you're shooting at a Jag, you don't want to be shooting heat, because that's what happened. APCR would have penned that, but I had heat loaded for obvious reasons. What's going to happen is I notice the Jagdpanzer's safe, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive into the Jagdpanzer E100, and this is going to be a bit embarrassing. I noticed that the E100 kills the IS-7. Now I was watching that, so I ran into the rock. The problem with this play right here is if I had taken a hit, I would have become a one-shot for that Jagdpanzer E100. And the E100 right here is in a really strong position. If he's successful where he is, he can kill the IS-7 and he can put a shot to me, and then that opens up the possibility for the Jagdpanzer to win. So what I do is I look for shots in him. I want to keep that IS-7 alive, so I look for a shot in this guy's lower plate. I pen him with heat. That's my 5th kill. Right now we're up to 77-37 damage right now. So right now we're in the situation where there's this full HP Jag who's backed into a corner. We've got this brilliant crossfire going. Obviously, this IS-7 is kind of distracting to this Jagdpanzer E100. The Jagdpanzer repairs his tracks. I pretend to fall back or whatever. I get the retrack, and that's the game, basically. There's nothing this guy can do in this sort of context. The E4 manages to pen that guy for ungodly amounts of damage, and then we're going to pick up the 6th kill right here. And that's the game. Now, let's go take a look at the end plates. A lot of people were calling this a carry. I'm not really sure, like, I don't know. It didn't really feel like some sort of intense end game carry, but it certainly felt like it did well. So I'm interested in your guys' thoughts in the description. Let's go take a look at the end plates, and I guess we'll call it here. I'm amazed that this is the first place replay, man. So already. If you go on to WotReplays.eu and then sort the T-62A replays by damage done, this replay is currently the first place replay. You can see if sort this by damage. This was 8,433 damage, and the next best one is 7802. I'm sure there's going to be someone who's got a higher damage replay who's just going to upload it on purpose just to ruin this for me, but there you go. That's a mastery badge. As you can see, 120,000 credits, 2.3k XP. That's rounding up, of course. High caliber Top Gun. In the end, it did 8,433 damage, 6 kills, 1,513 base XP. So that's the amount of XP I would have got if I didn't have a premium account. In the end, I made 4,631 credits, fired 36 shots, hit 34 of them, and then penned 30 of them. So, you know, if you want to have an 8k damage game, pen 30 shots, then you'll get there. So yeah, I hope this video was enjoyable. I certainly enjoyed making it. If you want to see more, be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button, and I hope to see you around. Later, guys. Bye-bye.